Eamonn Holmes wasn't afraid to get stuck into a gender row he labels as nonsense after a child identified themselves as a cat. The debate on GB News kicked off after a 13-year-old girl was told she was no longer welcome at her school by a teacher when she questioned a classmate wanting to identify as a cat. A teacher at Rye College in East Sussex told the student she was despicable when she challenged the idea during a life education class where they were told be who you want to be and how you identify is up to you. During the lesson, the student in question stated, "If they want to identify as a cat or something then they're genuinely unwell, crazy." The teacher, according to the Telegraph, responded angrily, telling the girl she was going to be reported to a senior leader and was no longer welcome at the school, which is part of the Aquinas Trust. During GB News this morning, Eamonn Holmes couldn't help but share his thoughts on the bizarre situation. Kicking off the debate, actress and well-being guru Davinia Taylor commented, "This is just ridiculous. My kids are in a very sort of traditional school, like a Catholic school, so I know this isn't happening where my boys are, but there's a school in Sussex that's got into a bit of trouble because one of the pupils decided to identify as a cat. And this is a 13-year-old, only answering in lessons with a meow, and to be honest, it's a red flag. There is something going on with this child that needs to be brought to the authorities." Eamonn then stepped in to respond, "You know what, it's not the child's problem or fault, it's the adults around the child who enable it. I've woken up wanting to be a cowboy or an astronaut, didn't I? But people don't sit there and indulge me and say, 'Yes, Eamonn, now put on your oxygen tank.' What a load of nonsense." Davinia went on to round up the discussion, giving a personal anecdote about a friend's experience as a teacher. "Using the word indulgent is right. It's so distracting for other children," she agreed. "If you're in a school environment, you've got exams to pass, that's why you're there, you're not there to distract other children. And I'd be absolutely fuming as a parent that this is going on. I think teachers are actually scared, because of the whole gender identification and if they get in trouble. A friend of mine is a teacher and Shush is leaving the industry. Shush has been an English teacher for 20 years and said, 'I misgendered someone and I got really reprimanded, I just cannot do my job.' Shush is literally treading on eggshells, so Shush has left." A spokesman for Rye College said after the incident, "We are committed to offering our pupils an inclusive education. Teachers endeavor to ensure that pupils' views are listened to and encourage them to ask questions and engage in discussion.